Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is James and this is update number 5 in my 5-year ICOI ETF experiment. And let's just say February 2026 hasn't exactly been exciting unless you enjoy volatility. ICOI is down, crypto is down, and the sentiment also down. But here's the key point. I'm still bullish. Let me explain why in simple terms. So as we can see from the chart, from our spreadsheet here, in January, I was only able to buy one new share of ICOI because the dividend per share dropped quite dramatically to 50 cents. And we started at a price of $31.75 all the way down to $16.32. And if we look today, as of today, it's $13.24, and that's on the 26th of the 2nd. So I believe the dividend declaration is coming out tonight, my time. So right now we can see ICOI has pulled back along with crypto. That's not surprising because ICOI's performance is closely tied to crypto-related exposure via the Coinbase stock. So when crypto drops, and by extension Coinbase, ICOI feels it, and people start to feel bearish. And that brings me to something important. What does bullish and bearish actually mean? If you're new to investing, you'll hear these words constantly. Bullish means you think prices are going up, and bearish means you think prices are going down. But why those animals? Well, a bull charges upward with its horns, and a bear swipes downward with its paws. So that's where that comes from. If you've ever seen the charging bull statue in New York City, it represents the market optimism and upward momentum. And on the other side of that, the investment firm Bear Stearns collapsed during the financial crisis of 2007 to 2008. Obviously, the name wasn't the real reason, but when markets turn bearish, even the branding kind of feels a bit suspicious at times. So why am I still bullish? Here's the simple answer. Crypto is volatile. It doesn't move in straight lines. It never has. It runs up hard, it corrects hard, it consolidates, and it runs down again. Right now, we're in a down phase. So if we look at Bitcoin's chart for the month, you'll see where, at the start of the month, we were at 126,000 Aussie dollars. Right now, it's 95,000 Aussie dollars. But if we pull back in the chart to say 5 years, you can see anyone who sort of bought in this area is largely up. So that little 1 month pocket was around this part. So what goes down must come up. Because we're in a down phase, that doesn't automatically mean the long-term thesis is broken. Because you can see here by this chart, you can see big rallies here, sharp pullbacks, recovery, and then new highs all the way up here. So looks like at the peak it went up to about 167,000 Australian dollars, which is pretty incredible. So volatility isn't a flaw in crypto, it's by design. If you invest in something that can move 10% in a day, you can't be shocked when it moves 30% in a month. So the question isn't is it down? The question is, how has the long-term case changed? And for me, the answer is no. So what changed is the price and not fundamentals. And yeah, I just have to remind you that this is a 5-year experiment, not a 5-week trade. If I was to panic every time crypto drops, then this whole strategy makes no sense. You don't buy a volatile asset and then act surprised when it goes volatile. That's like signing up for a marathon and quitting at kilometer 5 because you're tired. The whole point of this experiment is to test conviction over time, not react emotionally to short-term swings. But I do want to give you a quick reality check. Bullish does not mean guaranteed. Crypto is risky, ICOI is risky, and you can absolutely lose money. So I would consult with a financial advisor. I am not a financial advisor, so you should do your own research into your own circumstances. If you can't handle the sharp drawdowns, this is not the kind of asset that you should purchase. Being bullish doesn't mean ignoring risk, obviously. It means accepting volatility as part of the ride. So now that we've talked about that, I'm going to show you the dividend for February. Okay, so today we're here on ex-dividend day. I got the email this morning with the new dividend for February. So let's fill in our sheet as normal. February, ICOI is the ticker, and now let's check the price. So $13.27, which is a bit of a dip from the previous month. So dividend per share, I've got it up here. ICOI is 61 cents, US cents. So that's a little bit more than last time, which was 50 cents. So let's pop that in. I think it was 492. Yep. So now number of shares. This is a calculated field. So let's pull it down. We have 67 because we only bought one last month. So let's pop this down. So now my total value has gone down again, $889, which is not great. So that's 27th of the 2nd, 2026. Total dividend received. This is another calculated field, so let's pull that down. So we're getting more than last month. So last month we got $33, and this month we'll get 41. So after tax, we're getting $35. So a little bit more than last time. Let's see how many shares we'll buy, and we'll buy 2 shares next. Next when we get the dividend. So that's pretty good. Well, it's not great, but it's better than what the last month was. So yeah, ICOI is down, Bitcoin is down, and crypto in general. I'm still bullish because the volatility is temporary and long-term thesis hasn't changed. So that's where I stand in Feb 2026. If you're following along, let me know in the comments. Are you feeling bullish or bearish right now? And I'll see you in the next update. Cheers.